keeping quiet and speaking her mind. Now she stands where she belongs, right in her truth where she's been all along. She's rolling with Tammy, loud and free, saying what you think or don't want to be. No filter, no fuss, no let me be nice. She said what she said and she said it twice. She ain't here to play, she ain't here to please. She's cutting through the noise with that southern breeze. If it ruffles feathers, let 'em fly. Grammie, Tammy, don't apologize. Welcome to Grammie, Tammy, raw and uncensored.
Well, good morning, Mama Bears and professional eye rollers. Happy Derby Day, and I'm about to tell you what the Kentucky Derby really is. Now, if you are not from Kentucky, you probably think the Kentucky Derby is just a horse race. Bless your heart, because let me explain something to you. The Kentucky Derby is not a race. It's not even an event. It's a full-blown, week-long personality crisis disguised as a tradition. It involves bourbon, bad decisions, family drama, fake smiles, real money, and usually at least one person waking up Sunday morning smelling like regret and lawn clippings. That's fact. Now me, I was born in Louisville, Kentucky, Methodist Hospital, which was just a hop, skip, and a sprint from Churchill Downs. It's not there anymore. They tore it down years ago. I was raised in Bullitt County in a little tiny railroad town called Lebanon Junction, where we grew up on basketball, bourbon, vacation Bible school, and just enough common sense to know when we were about to ignore it. And if you are from Kentucky, you already know Derby Week doesn't just show up. It builds. It's something that builds inside you. It starts like a feeling, like something's coming, like the whole state collectively decides this week we're going to act right, all eyes are on us, and then immediately sets out to prove that a lie. Because suddenly, you've got Thunder Over Louisville, the fireworks, the steamboat race, the hot air balloons, food trucks, festivals, backyard parties, and enough alcohol consumption to qualify as a competitive sport. Let's talk about Thunder Over Louisville for a minute. Because nothing says family event like standing shoulder to shoulder with strangers, watching fireworks explode overhead while somebody behind you is about 3 bourbons deep telling you how they almost went pro or they were going to join the military. All these things that you just don't want to know. And the hot air balloons. I love the hot air balloons. Just absolutely love them. One of my favorite things. I really do. But I'm going to be honest. I was worried that event might get canceled this year. See, since Mitch McConnell retired, at least I think he did, because for years, I thought that's where the hot air was coming from. Turns out, we're still good. It's a go. We're going to have the balloons. Who knew? Now, here's something people from outside Kentucky do not understand. Those little tiny row houses or whatever you call them, they're Churchill Downs, they're little bitty houses. But those folks are not struggling. Some of them make half their yearly income in 1 week, turning their front yards, backyards, sidewalks, and anything that resembles open space into overpriced parking lots. And people will pay it. You'll see somebody in a $3,000 outfit pull into a yard with a plastic kiddie pool in it and a half-naked toddler and hand over a $100 bill like they just reserved a penthouse suite. I don't understand it. And they charge extra and you'll pay it so they guard your car while it's there. Because during Derby week, Logic just packs its bags and leaves early. Now, let's talk about the drinking. Because Kentucky does not need an excuse to drink. I mean, it is the bourbon capital of the world. But Derby week is when people who normally sip start treating bourbon like it's hydration and drinking it through a straw. And then we bring out the mint julep. Now, y'all keep telling me it's tradition. It's refreshing. It's iconic. Oh my gosh, you need to try one. If it's that damn good, why are we not drinking them all year long? Don't you think it would have caught on by now and somebody'd be ordering them at Thanksgiving or Christmas? I'm going to tell you why. Because they taste like absolute bitter shit. That's why. They're disgusting. Now, let's talk about the horses. Because underneath all the chaos, this part is real. These horses are not just animals. They're athletes. They're investments. They're bloodlines and dreams and generations of people just chasing one moment. Just one moment. And every single year, there's always that one horse. Not the favorite. Not the fastest. But the one. You know the one I'm talking about. The one with the story. Now, this year, I can't remember the name to save my life, but the horse had pneumonia, the whole stable. It was really questionable whether it was going to be okay. But anyway, when you hear that story behind that horse, you understand real quick why people are paying attention. Sometimes it's an owner who's been chasing this their entire life, maybe a trainer who finally got their shot. Maybe it's a horse that wasn't even supposed to be here, like this year. You never know, but it's always something to pull at your heartstrings. And now, people are watching this horse like, wait a minute, is this the one? Nothing to do with stats. Is this the horse? Because for 2 minutes, just 2 minutes, it stops being about the odds. It stops being about money. It stops being about anything logical. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about any of that. It's just a story. And you believe. You sit there, you yell at the horse like it can hear you, like your emotional support somehow matters in that moment. You are just fully invested in that horse. It just has to win. You've heard this story and it just has to win. And if you've ever watched that gate open and heard that cling clang and you felt your chest tighten just a little, you already know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, let's talk about betting, because everybody becomes an expert during Derby week. Everybody. You'll hear somebody say, if it rains, bet on that gray horse. They're the best mudder. Now, a mudder's a horse that does better when the track's all muddy after it's been raining. And that advice has been passed down through generations. But it's been passed down by people who lost their money anyway, and you people still listen. Stop that. Because while some horses run well in the mud, it has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that they're gray. They're gray because their mama or daddy was gray, as far as I know. But don't worry, Uncle Bob's still going to say it because Uncle Bob is undefeated. In his own mind, he's undefeated. That's the legend. Now, the real Derby, it's not even at Churchill Downs. No, it's in somebody's backyard in a little house in a small town in Kentucky. And if you grew up in Kentucky, you already know what you're going to hear. You know what the conversations are going to be. Uncle Bob picked that Derby winner 19 years in a row. Yep, sure did. Except that one year. Don't you remember that one year? Well, he was busy getting Aunt Edna out of jail and hiding all the very old Barton bourbon and Mountain Dew chasers before she got out. He had to hide that stuff before she got home. Or you might hear, did you hear Luann finally got baptized? Not sprinkled. Did she get sprinkled? No, I'm talking fully baptized. Oh, well, praise the Lord. Or, Peggy Sue, while you're in there, will you grab me a PBR? Same conversation going on in every backyard, every Derby. And then you've got grown adults running around with a long round stick between their legs, pretending like they're racing horses, when in reality, it looks like they raided your teenage babysitter's nightstand. And now everybody's trying to escape the world's longest strap-on. That's what it looks like. It looks like they're all trying to escape that. I'm not kidding. Quit doing that. It's disgusting. And, oh, talk about disgusting. Let's talk about the infield. Churchill Downs infield. Because people from outside Kentucky always say, I want to go where the party is. Oh, honey. The infield's not a party. I have my own suspicion that it is a carefully orchestrated event by Kentucky cops and the DEA. Yep, I think so. Because there's one day a year where the trailer parks and all the meth houses are completely empty and safely accessible for drug raids. See? Safety first, people. I'm telling you, it makes sense. Think about it. And if you've ever been in the infield, you'll believe that. Trust me. Now, and the women, Lord have mercy, there are more disingenuous old money hags at the Kentucky Derby than Hollywood has boob jobs. And that's saying something, because there are plenty of those to go around at both places. I'm not kidding. You ain't never seen the like. And, yes, Kentucky is known for fast horses and beautiful women. But where I come from, we say it right. Fast women and beautiful horses. Truth be told, there's probably a little of both. And the hats. Check this out. The hats. When did we go, however, from elegant Sunday best with the pretty flowers to looking like we hit roadkill, picked up some dandelions, and duct taped that situation directly to our foreheads? Have you seen them lately? Ladies, please, come on. And let me go ahead and say this too. Millionaires Row, outdated. $1 million don't go that far anymore. It really doesn't. And it doesn't stretch far at all. At all. We don't need a row either. We need a full section. The row's not big enough. We need like a box, like a skybox, like basketball has. We can call it the billionaire's box instead of millionaire. We'll upgrade. And no, that's not to be confused with Hillary Clinton's hoo-ha. Oh, calm down. You know you laughed. Anyway, after all of that, the chaos, the noise, the drinking, the nonsense, something happens. You hear it. Those first clear notes of my old Kentucky home. And I don't care who you are, you stop. Everything slows down. Or you see those colts running in the morning mist, hearing the Run for the Roses song. Either one, it's just something in you shifts. It's because suddenly you're not thinking about the party anymore. You are thinking about home, where you came from, who raised you, what it felt like to be young, all those things. Just from a few notes. And if you're not there anymore, you'll feel it even deeper. Trust me, I know. Because no matter where you go, Kentucky never really leaves you. It's always in your heart. And then, just like that, it's over. Somebody wins. Somebody loses. Somebody celebrates. Somebody cries. Usually it's me crying. And the rest of us go home with stories we shouldn't tell. Memories sometimes we barely remember. And decisions we absolutely cannot explain. And on Sunday, those of us lucky enough to call that crazy, beautiful, wild state home, we'll be waking up with a full heart, a vague memory, maybe an aching head and an empty wallet. And we will start counting the days until we can do it all again next year. Because there's nothing better. There's no way to fully explain it, especially when you're born in Kentucky. But there is nothing better. And meanwhile, Grammie Tammy will be over here smiling smugly like Mona Lisa with a quiet pride that only a filly born bred in the bluegrass and rolling hills of Kentucky can possibly understand. Happy Derby Day. You guys enjoy it. I wish I was there with you. I love you all. We'll talk to you later.